And now, let us hear the address of our very own Bishop Luis Antonio G. Tagle. Please rise.
Please kneel. No. Please be seated. For once, the talkative Chito is speechless. I tried to scribble a few things, but I did not succeed, so I will see what will happen. Siguro simulan na lang natin, purihin ang Diyos, palakpakan natin ang Diyos sa lahat ng patuloy sa Kanya. Purihin ang Panginoon ang may kapal. Purihin din natin ang mahal na Birhen, lalo ng Birhen del Pilar, kay ganda-ganda ng ating panahon sa araw na ito. Purihin ka, Nanay Pilar. At tulungan niyo rin po ako na magpasalamat na we give thanks to His Eminence Jaime Cardinal Sin for being the principal consecrator in this ordination ceremony. Your Eminence, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we want to thank His Eminence Ricardo Cardinal Vidal for that stirring, wonderful homily that delivered to all of us. Your Eminence, thank you. Maraming salamat po. And we also want to thank in a special way His Eminence Cardinal Paul Shan, the Cardinal Archbishop of Kaohsiung, Taiwan. No, dumating po siya yesterday. And of course, we want to thank His Excellency Archbishop Antonio Franco, the Apostolic Nuncio of the Holy See to the Philippines. Thank you very much. And of course, we want to thank all the bishops who are here. This is not a good time to be away from their dioceses, but for love of the Church, and maybe for love of me, ewan ko, baka may konting ganun, they are here. So maraming salamat mga kapatid na I told some people na now that I've been made a named bishop, I don't think I know myself. Sino nga ba itong si Chito? I cannot even recognize myself. I cannot even recognize the Chito who can be bishop. In my mind and in my heart, sa isip ko at sa puso ko, parang hindi ko kilala si Chito na bilang obispo o magiging obispo. Now, I really cannot recognize myself. And I'm sure many of you now understand my motto, Dominus Est. It is the Lord. That is the official translation. But my preferred translation of Dominus Est is, Oh my Lord! Parang, Diyos ko po, ano yan? Maybe people looking at me will say, Oh my God! Oh my Lord! Ano ba yan? Ano ba itong nangyayaring ito? So, many people will probably not recognize in me a bishop. In fact, if I may say this in public, His Excellency the Apostolic Nuncio also told me, you know, Father, I cannot imagine you as a bishop. I do not know how you will look wearing all of those things. So I asked him, then why was I recommended? He said, well, God has other plans. So, recognition. Many people will not recognize me as a bishop. I myself don't recognize myself as a bishop. But that's precisely what we are celebrating. Dominus est. It is a cry of recognition. A recognition of the Lord. The Lord who is risen. The Lord who has triumphed over death and sin. The Lord who showed Himself to Simon Peter and the friends who caught nothing. Wala silang mahuli. But this Lord appears to them, directs their catch, and there was a miraculous catch. This is a cry of recognition, which is also a cry of adoration. My Lord, it is the Lord. I fell in love with this motto because I want to remind myself that the ministry of a bishop, the ministry of the successor of Simon Peter and the apostles, it is not only to take initiatives. When Simon Peter took the initiative, walang nahuli. Nung siya ang nag-anyaya, I will go fishing. At ang kanya namang mga kasama, aanga-anga, nagsamahan naman. Ayan, walang nahuli. No, when Peter and his friends took the initiative, it was pitch dark. It was nighttime. It was a long night. There was no catch. It was a weary night. But at daybreak, this someone whom they did not recognize appeared. Appeared as though it was the first day of creation, coming with light and telling them, throw your nets here. And they obeyed. And there was the miraculous catch. But brothers and sisters, and my brothers in the episcopacy, it was not Peter who recognized the Lord. It was not the prince of apostles that recognized the Lord. It was not the highest ranking person in the sacred hierarchy that recognized the Lord. It was the one who loved the Lord. The beloved disciple. So this motto reminds me, not because I am bishop, everything that I will say and do will bear much fruit. It is only if I love deeply, if I love truly, will the Lord be able to direct the ministry, the mission, and there will be a bountiful catch. Saint Ignatius of Antioch in the 2nd century wrote to Polycarp, let nothing be done without the approval of the bishop. Walang dapat magawa ng walang pagsang-ayon ng obispo. But he added at once, but let the bishop not do anything without the approval of God. It is the Lord. It is my way of saying, Lord, make me obedient. Make me just love. And maybe if I am loving enough, I will allow myself to be directed by you, and I will allow myself to cast the net wherever you would want me to. It is the Lord. It is not Peter. It is not Chito. It is the Lord. Another great bishop, St. Augustine, said, the office of bishop Episcopatus implies a ministry, implies a task rather than a dignity. Ang pagiging obispo raw po ay hindi karangalan, kundi paglilingkod. Napakapangit naman kung ako'y mukhang marangal na marangal, pero wala namang paglilingkod. Hindi ganon ang tunay na obispo. And Vatican II calls this service Communitatis Servitium. It is the service of the community that Jesus loved, the community that Jesus purchased with His precious blood. That is why it deserves love and caring, because it was bought at a price, the price which is the blood of Jesus the Lord. Please pray that I may not be hooked by the dignity and forget the service. Huwag sana akong mahumaling. Ayan, natanga na ang obispo. Huwag sanang mahumaling basta sa karangalan lamang. Mas maging mahumaling sana sa paglilingkod at sa pagmamahal. Let me end this by quoting another bishop, Saint Cyprian of Carthage. In the 3rd century, he said, the bishop ought to be gentle. Ang obispo kailangang mahinahon. Kaya mula ngayon, hihinaan ko na ang aking boses. Bubulong-bulong na lang ako ngayon. Hindi yata ganun. Sabi niya, the bishop ought to be gentle and teachable. Hindi lamang siya teacher, kailangan marunong siyang matuto. He is not only a teacher, but he must be a student who can learn, who can be taught. Why? According to Saint Cyprian, the 4 bishops ought not only to teach, but also to learn. Why? Because he who grows daily and profits by learning better things teaches better. Paano ka magiging mabuting tagapagturo kung ikaw rin ay marunong matuto? So if a bishop, part of the fullness of sacred orders, is the eminent role of the bishop is to teach, then we should also say one of the most important responsibilities of the bishop is to be teachable, to learn. So I am appealing to you, especially those who make up the Diocese of Imus. I beg you, if you want me to be a good bishop, teach me. Turuan ninyo ako. At ipagdasal ninyo na matuto ako lagi. Huwag lamang ako ang iimbitahan ninyo para magsasalita, para kayo ang matuto. Minsan naman, iimbitahan ko kayo, turuan ninyo ako. Hindi ko nga lang kayo mapapamerienda pagkatapos ng klase. But please, teach me. And now I want to look back. I am a bishop because of so many people who have taught me how to be a human being, how to be a good Christian. And now I hope to continue learning in how to become a bishop. I want to acknowledge my family, my first teachers. They taught me. Our family is far from perfect. We have so many wounds. We have so many shadows. We have so many scars in our histories. Wala ho kami may pagmamalaki. Alam ho naming lahat, hindi naman kami mga santo. Pero mga kamag-anak ko, kahit pala hindi santo, pwedeng magturo. At kung paano niyo ako tinuruan noon, ngayon turuan ninyo ako. mas kailangan kong matuto ngayon. Tay, salamat sa mga tinuro mo na kasimplihan at kaliksihan. Kahit hindi pa alam ang gagawin, ginagawa na. Pero simpleng tao lang ang tatay. Nay, salamat din sa pagiging mapagkawang gawa, sa iyong pagmamahal sa mga mahihirap, sa iyong pagiging malakas ang loob, daring, no? Kaya salamat dyan. Sana lagi ko pa rin matutunan yan sa inyo. At sa iyo, Nonoy, kapatid ko, kahit bata, ang daming tinuturo sa akin. No? Kung tutusin, yung si Nonoy, mas mabait yan sa akin eh. Mas matulungin yan sa kapwa, mas matiisin yan. No? Dapat yan ang obispo eh. Maraming salamat sa mga itinuturo mo sa akin, Nonoy. Thank you very much. At sa aking mga tiyo, tiya, napakarami ninyo para isa-isahin ko ang aking mga pinsan, mga pamangkin. Naku, kahit ganyan tayo, maraming salamat na rin sa Diyos. maraming salamat sa inyo. At turuan niyo pa rin ako. And I want to thank also the many ministers of the church who have taught me. I want to mention in particular the person whose thought and practice I studied quite well, Pope Paul VI. I owe him a lot in loving the church, in the vision, how to lead the church in changing times. I want to pay tribute to Pope Paul VI. And I also want to thank in a very special way our present Holy Father, Pope John Paul II. He trusted in me enough, to appoint me into on the International Theological Commission. Parang hindi pa nadala. Ito pa, in-appoint pa akong obispo. No? So, oh my God. But I just believe if he does not know what he is doing, then maybe God is working. So the Holy Father, thank you very much to you, Holy Father, Paul John Paul II. And I would like to thank the countless bishops of history. Many of them great men of faith. Many of them also died martyrs. And here in the Philippines, we have many of them. I have worked with them, and they're also like us, human beings with foibles, with a lot of mistakes also that they have already committed, but they are good teachers. So please, I am begging you, please tell the bishops around here, lakasan ninyo, bishops, we love you. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Hanggang retirement na namin yan, yung pagkain na binibigay ninyo. And here in the Diocese of Imus, I would like to thank Archbishop Casas, the first bishop of Imus, known for his simple faith and tremendous love of the Blessed Mother. And who will forget the late Bishop Felix Perez? It's a great honor to be one of the successors of this great bishop who showed that faith in Christ blends with love of country and most especially the poor. Many of the friends of Bishop Felix wrote to me and said, after my appointment, they said, Maybe Bishop Felix is behind this. Maybe Bishop Felix is dancing in heaven. I don't know whether Bishop Felix knows how to dance. Baka he knows the karakol. But thank you, Bishop Felix. And of course, Bishop Maning, Bishop Maning, maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. If I can only acquire a bit of your patience, your long suffering, your spiritual depth, your hunger for prayer, I think I will survive as a bishop. So please, Bishop Maning, don't go. Dito ka muna. Huwag ka munang aalis. Please. I would like also to thank the schools that taught me. Ate Elong's kindergarten. Sumalangit nawa si Ate Elong. Noon lahat yata ng bata dumadaan kay Ate Elong kasi wala namang kindergarten sa Imus, kundi yaon. Ate Elong, maraming salamat sa pagtuturo mo sa amin ng anong kanta yun? Ay, kasal yun, yung mga angel of God, my guardian dear. Lahat yan, natutunan namin kay Elong. And of course, yung high school, elementary and high school ko, St. Andrew's School in Parañaque City. The CICMs and the teachers, the staff of that wonderful school. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Tinuruan ninyo ako, patuloy niyo akong turuan. And I would like to thank the seminary that taught me, really taught me, how to be a good priest. San Jose Seminary, run by the Society of Jesus. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat. And to the staff of Loyola School of Theology, where I got my training in theology, and later on at the Catholic University of America, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtuturo sa akin. Ngayon, turuan niyo pa ako. Maraming salamat din sa mga estudyante na nagturo sa akin. Marami sa kanila nandito, mga pari na. Akala nyo kayo lang ang natuto sa akin. Yung mga estudyante ko sa San Carlos, ayan na ang isang estudyante ko, obispo na, si Bishop Sok Villegas. Naging student ko siya noon. Sa San Carlos Seminary, sa Divine Word School of Theology, sa Tagaytay, sa Mary Hill School of the CICMs, and also Loyola School of Theology, sa mga itinuro ninyo sa akin. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat. And to the Diocese of Imus. I don't know. You've taught me and you will continue teaching me. The clergy of the diocese, you know me. Alam niyo yung kakayahan ko. Alam niyo rin yung hindi ko kaya. At marami pa kayong makikita na kakayahan at marami pa rin kayong makikita na hindi ko kaya. But I know you are a wonderful presbyterian. You know how to teach. You know how to be there. And now I'm begging you, please continue teaching me. Continue teaching me. Mga kapatid sa Imus, the best kayo. Hindi ko kayo ipagpapalit. And the laity of Imus, the Diocese of Imus, just the preparation, ang paghahanda dito sa ating ordinasyon already showed to me the resources, the wealth, the goodwill that is present in this diocese. Mga kapatid, hindi ko kayang pasalamatan ang lahat ng mga laiko, ang mga leaders, ang mga simple, ang mga religious na nagkumilos para maging ganap ang ating pagdiriwang sa araw na ito. Kaya po, palakpakan po ninyo sila ng napakalakas. ang laiko ng Imus, ang Diocese of Imus. Siyempre, kasama na ho dyan ang ating mga government officials, lalo na ho ng ating lalawigan at ng ating bayan ng Imus. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Tinuruan niyo po kami kung paano talaga mabuhay ng maayos. Maraming salamat po. Ako'y nagpapasalamat din sa parokya ng Mendez, ang una kong naging assignment, no? Ang St. Augustine Parish. Marami ho sila nandito, dala-dala ang kanilang kasimplihan. Saging, kape, at ang ano pa ba yan, pinya, at ang kanilang mga sarili. Para ho sa bayan ng Mendez, maraming salamat sa inyo sa pagtuturo niyo sa akin ng pagiging parish. And I want to thank the parish of Imus. This parish that has been my home. I was baptized in this church. Dito ako bininyagan, dito ako kinumpilan, dito ko inordinahan na pari, ngayon dito pa rin ako inordinahan na obispo. Ewan ko, baka sawang-sawa na ang Imus Parish sa akin. Tapos naging parish priest pa ako. Parokya ng Nuestra Señora del Pilar, hindi ko alam kung ano pa sasabihin ko sa inyo. Pero alam ninyo, ang puso ko lumaapaw sa pag-ibig para sa inyo at para kay Nanay Pilar. Mga kababayan ko sa Imus, sa mga lahat ng mga organisasyon at mga leaders at lahat ng mga kumilos, hindi ko naman paano, tinuruan ninyo ako talaga itong mga nakaraang buwan kung paano talaga maglingkod at magmahal. You really deserve to have a bishop from among you because I was taught by you. Maraming salamat sa bayan ng Imus. Maraming salamat. I would like also to acknowledge in the person of Cardinal Paul Shan, my Chinese roots. Hindi kasi alam ng iba na ako ay may dugong Incheck. Kaya yung family name dyan ay Gokim Tagle. Nako? Kaya nga, tuwan-tuwa ako when Cardinal Shan agreed to come here in honor of all the Chinese, all the Chinese who are really living faithfully and really in the midst of a lot of turmoil and persecution. They are for us silent witnesses to the faith. And they say there is no Filipino without a bit of, even a drop of Chinese blood. Kaya ngayon, I want to also pay tribute to my Chinese roots, my Chinese ancestors, mga lolo at lola, and the many other Chinese men and women who continue to suffer and die for the faith. Cardinal Shan, please accept our homage the Chinese men and women. In these past days, I would like to thank people who very close to me, who taught me how to really serve. Ricky, Dan, Jojo, June, Roy, Percy, Charles, Henry, Toto, Inay, yung lahat. You're wonderful teachers. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat. Special thanks also. Maraming salamat sa mga empleyado ng Our Lady of the Pilar Parish. Wala na ako talagang masabi. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa Federation of Asian Bishops Conferences. And I would like to thank Father Arevalo for initiating me to this wonderful service to the Church in Asia. Maraming salamat, Father. I pay tribute to all the Asian churches. And I would like to thank my colleagues on the International Theological Commission. Father Arevalo was also part of it. So, Father, wala sila dito, so kayo na. Please accept my gratitude no, to the Theological Commission. I would like to thank the community that I have lived with the longest in my ministry. Walang iba kundi ang tahanan ng mabuting pastor. Sa mga alumni, pare at hindi pare, sa mga dating formators at kasalukuyang formators, sa mga kamanggagawa ngayon at nung nakaraan, sa mga napakaraming mga seminarista, at yung present community na inabot nitong dagok na ito, paanyaya sa bagong buhay na hindi natin maintindihan. Mga kapatid, ay, siguro kahit nasaan ako, nasa tahanan pa rin ako. I would like to thank Saint Joseph, who continues to teach me how to be righteous and just. I thank Saint Anthony of Padua for teaching me how to trust in God. I thank Saint Aloysius Gonzaga, who teaches me how to love purely. I want to thank the Blessed Mother, who teaches me how to be obedient and selfless. At ibig kong kilalanin ang mga dukha ng mundo na laging nagtuturo at patuloy na nagtuturo sa akin kung paano maging hindi lamang payag, kundi paano maging tunay na tao. Sa mga sectors na nandito, yung mga differently able, yung mga hirap sa buhay, kayo ang kayamanan ng simbahan, kayo ang kayamanan ko. Turuan ninyo ako. Turuan ninyo ako. Mga kapatid, parangalan natin ang mga dukha ng daigdig. Meron pa ako hindi masabi, gulong-gulo na ako ang isip ko. I don't know whether I am. Please be there so that I will be assured that even if the night is long and there is nothing that we can catch, but I know there are friends around me. And please be there also to haul the net with me. Please be there to rejoice when there is a bountiful catch. And most of all, please be there with me to kneel, to bow, to put on our clothes, to jump into the water in all humility, and please with me say, it is the Lord. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.